play a smarter game tonight.
Utah's opening lineup. Mitchell and Bogdanovich. They're the wings. Aldridge out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Great one out there at Bledsoe. And it's Drummond in at the center. Some tough defense in this arena tonight, Smitty. These teams are so good at getting stops.
Yeah, when you have teams that defend this well, you can't beat them off the dribble. The ball and body movement is going to be key tonight.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
Beverly, the pass to Aldridge. Bledsoe against Beverly. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And the shot no good, a bit short. For the Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Rockets in Houston. And it's Mitchell missing. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. No good on the triple. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Utah. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
You can't give Bogdanovich a lane to the rim. He takes off towards the rim and then just throws that one down with force.
The great one passes to Drummond. Here's the great one. It's hauled in by Beverly.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Mitchell kicks to Beverly. Poked away. Aldridge against Drummond, and it's Aldridge missing.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Quinn Snyder. Naturally, their defensive game plan centers around the Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the league's most feared slasher. Kevin, they will do everything they can to keep him out of the lane. Maybe that includes playing 7 or 8 guys at a time.
Thank you, David.
Well, everyone knows once Drummond gets anywhere around the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
Jazz have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Beverly dishes to Mitchell. And the layup is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
The shot's good from the great one.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Pass to Aldridge. Outside, Bogdanovich. 6 to shoot. Mitchell outside. And Utah again with the bucket.
Donovan Mitchell, he covers every base, even showing the touch from mid-range.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Passes to Aldridge. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, the great one.
And what a stretch it's been for him. I mean, it goes beyond the scoring, which he has had no problem doing. He's been all over the small things that take a shooting guard from good to great.
Bucks passing it around and stolen by Bogdanovich. Mitchell in the corner. This one for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee in the lead. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Picked away. Here's Bledsoe. And it's sent back by Mitchell.
This is the elite defense Mitchell provides, and you've got to love how he competes.
The pass to the great one. Kicks to Drummond. Dishes to Middleton. The great one passes to Antetokounmpo. They're running. Mitchell finds Beverly. Back to Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the tray. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Aldridge kicks to Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
Smitty, Snyder also an All-American in high school, 2-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title and then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide.
Here's Aldridge, and the rejection by Giannis. Pass to the great one. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists tonight.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Beverly against Bledsoe. Here's Beverly. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass. Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So many NBA in the NBA or in college and will soon be in the NBA. Smitty, whose kids stand out to you as potential superstars?
Hey, Kevin, Dale Curry, for sure.
No, wait. Okay, I could have gotten that one. Steph Curry. Who else, though? Who else catches your eye?
I think up and coming, LeBron's kid, Shaq's son, D-Wade's, and that's what you love. You see a lot of these guys, and it's great for me. I remember when they were little, Kevin, and now seeing them win in championships, being able to play on that stage is unbelievable.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here's Smith. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
The shot's good from the great one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Jazz trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
And when you look at Utah, this team year after year seems to be more than a sum of its parts.
I like that they always look for guys with big-time character.
Three from the inbound. Another 3 that time. A beautiful shot from the great one. The great one's got 17 now. Utah has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Mitchell. Bogdanovich out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Graham in at the 3 slot. And it's Mitchell missing.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
And there's the foul on the shot. Go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Utah. For Milwaukee, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And that one falls for Middleton. Middleton hits them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Here's Graham. Defended by Middleton. Graham, the pass to Grant. Nice ball movement by Utah. And Bogdanovich kicks to Gray. Clock at 6. Mitchell looking it over. Another miss by Utah.
Still trying to find the range. He hit one in the first quarter. Nothing since.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard so we can see and check out some of the most feared defenders in the league. The steal leaders among shooting guards. Now you look at the great one. Always dangerous on the court. He leads the league. And, of course, Donovan Mitchell down a few spots.
And this is a very intense group. I mean, those steals don't come by accident. I mean, they've gotten them through the effort, and they're willing to expend that kind of energy on that aspect of the game.
You'll never find any of those guys sitting back and letting their guard down for a single moment. That's for sure. They're out there looking for every opportunity to make an impact defensively.
They grabbed their own miss and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Wednesday, they'll continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. And then on Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And matchup against the Nuggets, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
To the inside, Graham, and finished off by Graham.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Gray dishes to Graham. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a quick check of the stats for Drummond. His last 10 games have been exceptional. 3rd in rebounding, and he's an eraser inside, a definite factor defensively, right in that top 5 in blocks per game.
And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want-to corral it. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Utah. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the Rockets was terrific. He contributed 51 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of 3-pointers. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game one wanted to miss. And he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Pass to Graham. Jacks up a 3. The Jazz with another miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steve, the number of timeouts and even fouls have dropped in recent years. Do you think that's brought a better flow to the game?
Yeah, I think so. I know we have so much stoppage in our game, especially when they go to the referee's review. If we could do something about that. But I love that they've dropped the number of timeouts to keep the flow of the game. That's what most fans want to see, just the flow of the game continue.
Here's Mitchell, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Middleton finds Drummond, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
With the flexibility to adjust at the rim, Drummond can catch the pass almost anywhere and still throw it down.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Mitchell. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Wilson up top, defended by Beverly. Drummond in the post, working on Grant. Passes it to the great one. Here's Middleton. Here's Drummond. And finally they hit one. Drummond's got 6.
A man among boys on the offensive glass. Andre Drummond picks up a lot of extra points this way.
And the Jazz call time here. And the defensive impact that Andre Drummond can have on the floor is a major factor.
Well, you know that Drummond is going to do the work of 3 players on the glass, but he's also been a solid rim protector who makes up for his height, great timing, and reach.
As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. Taking a look at Milwaukee. What a run they've had this year, in first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding.
And right now for the Bucks, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
We figured that by this point in the season, they would have separated themselves from the pack. They've done that and more.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it goes down 2 points. And it's now 26 points for the great one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Utah has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Bledsoe against Beverly. The pass to Graham. To stop the run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. We were just talking about this, Steve, as the game of basketball always evolves. You look at the WNBA now. The quality of play there is terrific.
The talent level in the WNBA is at an all-time high. I love watching and gaining some tricks on how they play the game. And also, Kevin, athletically, there's a lot of young ladies being able to dunk the basketball now.
Absolutely amazing. You're right, Steve. The Bucks have been shooting right around 75% of the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Middleton hits them both. Mitchell with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Down low. Bogdanovich, no luck.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And it's good, 2 points. The great one's got 28.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Beverly against Bledsoe. Mitchell outside. Pass to Graham. Nice ball movement by Utah. 5 to shoot. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's the great one. Rebound, Utah. Graham's got his 5th rebound in this one. Mitchell outside. Here's Beverly. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. To the middle. Here's the great one. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And that's now points for the great one.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Giannis against Bogdanovich. Now Graham. 15 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mitchell passes to Beverly. And it's off from 3-point range. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Middleton can't get it to go.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
You know, we always talk about what a rare Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and
Utah shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
Here's Giannis. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from the Great One.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Bledsoe is out there with the Great One, and it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. And Beverly kicks to Bogdanovich. And the 3 off target.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
Now here's Giannis. That one doesn't go. Bogdanovich passes to Beverly. Outside Aldridge. Here's Beverly. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Fires from deep. Good on the triple.
About Beverly, he plays with a lot of confidence. Believes every shot is going in.
Middleton outside. Back to Bledsoe. Pass to the Great One. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 5th assist in this one.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Beverly, the pass to Aldridge. And here's Beverly. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. From deep 3-point range, Giannis grabs the miss. On to DeCumbos, and on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. Middleton outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Grant. A rebound by the Jazz.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Here's Mitchell, and it's sent back by Drummond.
It's amazing Drummond doesn't block more shots. He has a 9-foot standing reach.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Mitchell with it. He's got 13. Takes it off the glass. Mitchell's got 4 points this quarter.
Donovan Mitchell pushing the basketball down your throat. We know he's going to be aggressive time and time again.
Middleton looking it over. To the inside. Here's the Great One. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Utah. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half, and he comes up with the deuce.
A shot that Beverly's developed. Once you have the floater, you don't always have to get to the rim.
Giannis left side. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. And that's now 10 points for Giannis.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. Grant against Middleton, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Chris Middleton.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
Smitty, lately we're seeing more deep three-pointers than ever before. Think you could step out to that 35-foot mark?
Hey, Kevin, I could step out there, but the question is, could I make them at a high percentage? And that's what's so beautiful now. You're seeing these guys step out further and further, but their percentage is higher and higher than it would be from others in my era shooting 35-footers. This is fantastic, but I do not want to see a four-point line.
Middleton, the pass to the great one. Here's Antetokounmpo. Drummond.
Already a double-double machine. Drummond, with a little bit better offense, he could start putting up mad 20-20 lines.
Utah has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Muscala, the pass to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. He gets that one. 34 points for the great one.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Gray passes to Muscala. Here's Mitchell. That shot misses. The Bucks go the other way with it. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Bledsoe's got the ball, and they're able to recover. The great one passes to Giannis. At the elbow, it's Drummond. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got 5 assists tonight.
Terrific concentration. Drummond maintaining focus through some physical play.
And the Jazz, I'm here.
You know, he stands 6'3", but Donovan Mitchell's 6'11" wingspan more than compensates. He has the tools to be an elite two-way player.
And Utah making a change here. Graham's checked in. And let's give a quick nod to a group of shooting guards that have been outstanding from the free throw line in the second half of the season. Well, you look at the great one, second in the NBA. So great from the line.
And this is a set of players that can drive and slash to draw contact, because if they can get to the bucket and the foul, it's going to be a three-point play the hard way.
Give them all credit for the work they put in to become such great free throw shooters. Trust me, it takes a lot of work to shoot those kinds of percentages.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And look at the physical profile for Mitchell, a world-class athlete.
And it's his aggressiveness for me that puts him over the top. Doesn't shrink from the big moments. He embraces that spotlight.
Inside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
And the Bucks making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Gray dishes to Muscala. He kicks it to Mitchell. To halt the run, buries it from three-point range. Mitchell's got 9 points here in the second half.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half, now has his second.
Drummond trying to get himself free. The shot's good from the great one.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Gray kicks to Graham. Six on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Milwaukee Milwaukee with the rebound. Drummond's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And Giannis throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Gray. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Feeds it to Grant. And the rejection by Giannis. Up the floor. Here's Middleton. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Jazz have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's the Jazz have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. And the free throw, no good. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Graham, the pass to Smith. To the left side wing. Now Satoransky. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Looking here at some numbers for Smith. His last 10 games, averaging 13 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
A rebound by the Bucks. Wilson's got 4 rebounds in this game. And another one falls. Amazing.
Another night, another 40 points in the books for him. What a season.
Greg, you're right. He is edging ever closer to the second place mark for most 40-point games in a year. Aldridge kicks to Muscala. Len grabs the board. Len's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Wilson the pass to Holmes. Here's the great one. Satoransky covering. Here's DiVincenzo. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Len's shot is off.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
The pass to Aldridge. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Utah. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Satoransky. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Alex Len picks one up.
That's a play that LaMarcus is more than capable of making. Confident on the offensive end. Knows how to get to the line.
Both free throws good from Aldridge. 17 seconds left to play in the third. Here's the great one, guarded by Webb. And stolen by Aldridge. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Bucks ahead, just dominating this one. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Utah, Webb out there with Dennis Smith. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Williams Goss in at the three. It's stolen by Smith. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. The tray and the Jazz. Another three.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Well, the Bucks shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. To the wing right side. It's good from the Great One. The Great One's got 42 in the game.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Aldridge. Shoots over Len. Aldridge, no luck.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Bounce pass, Smith. You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive and doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Passes it to Thomas. With the teardrop. Rebounded by the Jazz. Len's shot is off.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Now that one for Williams Goss.
That's the pass you want, orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. That one drops for him. The Great One's got 44.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to Aldridge, kicks to Webb. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Count that bucket.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Now the pass to Bjelica. You know, Smitty, Commissioner Adam Silver has been outspoken in saying there will be a female NBA head coach, and he says it's on him to help it happen sooner than later. And Steve, we already see many women in various categories in the NBA all over the league right now.
So true, Kevin. I love the diversity, and it's much needed in our league. And I would say Adam Silver has done a great job of taking us in that direction.
Shot from 12. Chalk up 2 there.
And whether he's stepping back or spotting up, Smith Jr. is a threat to score, especially from the mid-range.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to the Great One. Now, here's Bjelica. He's covered closely. 6 to shoot. Smith against Thomas. No good that time. Smith with some nice D. Passes it to Williams Goss. That free throw, no good. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Andre Drummond's checked in for Alex Len. Antetokounmpo comes in for DJ Wilson. Chris Middleton's checked in for Bjelica. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Thomas. Utah also making some changes. Grant, he's checked in for Webb, and it's Patrick Beverly in for Dennis Smith. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Beverly, the pass to Williams-Goss. Steve, it seems like criticism of NBA officials is reaching a very interesting level. We see players, coaches, and now even executives confronting these officials over their calls.
You know, I know we love the word transparency, but I think also for these referees, because of technology as well, we're seeing these players from so many different angles, and we all we want to talk about it, we're coaches and executives and players, are the plays they miss, and I think that's what we're, putting too much energy in.
Here's Grant, trying to get open is Bogdanovich. No good from Grant. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Bucks. And to Antetokounmpo. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Utah. The first free throw is good. Adams, he's checked in for the Bucks. Good on both. Utah has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Williams-Goss, the pass to Muscala. Here's Williams-Goss. To the paint. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And he makes the first. So he gets them both. Now here's Antetokounmpo. McHugh, covered by Mitchell. No good from the great one.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. And he's good on the 3 ball. Mitchell's got 23 points.
All about converting your opportunities. He just hit his second 3 of this half, 3rd of the night.
Kick out to Giannis. And the shot is long. Utah has gone to 3-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Pass to Williams-Goss. Steve, the G League is now offering select contracts worth $125,000. They want to attract prospects straight out of high school. What do you think of that?
You know, I like it, Kevin, and I think I'd love to see that number go up, and I like the opportunity for some of those guys to be able to go straight out of high school. It's good for some, it's bad for others, but I think you have to give those guys that opportunity.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Middleton against Grant. Shot clock at 6. A great one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First free throw is good. And so he hits both.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
And here is Satoransky. Here's Mitchell, and it's sent back by Drummond. There's the pass to the great one. Another bucket. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Satoransky with it. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And it's sent back by Drummond. Pass to Giannis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. With the NBA looking to improve officiating, Smitty, they'd like to revise the rule book to more closely match the way the game is played. What do do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, we have to evolve. I think now the game has evolved to more three-point shots, so you got to look at also defense, hand checking, and now we're talking a lot about, room for guys to land, whether it's a foul or not. So I think it will evolve, and it should be because the game is evolving.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
P.J. Wilson, he's checked in for the Bucks. Adams outside. From deep. No good from the great one.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Webb, the pass to Williams-Goss. Teague surveying the D. Another miss by Utah. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's. Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
Kicks to Teague. Pass to Williams-Goss. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Williams-Goss has got 12 now in this quarter.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
The kick out to Aldridge. And again, it's Utah.
Love the play call, getting Aldridge something within the flow of the offense.
And the pass to the great one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's good from the great one. Both teams will make substitutions. He hits both from the stripe. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Jazz. He kicks to Mitchell. Rebounded. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. The great one passes to Antetokounmpo. Down, knocked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. And so it's Milwaukee with it.
Smother indeed. Something Aldridge can give you, especially in certain matchups.
Middleton against Bogdanovich. Pass to Aldridge. 16 feet away. That one misses. And Milwaukee the other way now. Pass to Bledsoe. Lobbed up there for Drummond. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Beverly against Bledsoe.
Well, you talk about someone who's an absolute piranha on defense, and that is Patrick Beverly. Gives you no room to get comfortable and is a thorn in his assignment side.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Smitty with Beverly and his defense, it's not like he turns it on or off.
Nope, he's always going full speed on defense. It's been his calling card as a player for years now, and it's what he's made his name on in the NBA.
Webb's checked in for Utah. That's good from the great one. The Jazz shooting the ball at 42%. Webb kicks to Muscala. Now Webb, and the foul called on the great one. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line. And so Webb nails both of them. We've got 1:28 left in the 4th quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bucks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And one thing about this team, they never stop pushing the envelope. Fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the Great One.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays, and he did that tonight.
Here's Teague, and Adams sends it back. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes it to Len, and stolen by Aldridge. And here is Webb. From outside, off the mark. Here's the Great One. Teague covering. Stolen by Webb. Outside Aldridge. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that...
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. Being here at home, no doubt helped, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and